Actually, I'm come up for a sick ass freestyle for that intro.
What up, boys?
But yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, just a couple bars.
You gonna come up with some lyrics?
Fire bars.
What's going on, Levi?
Don't spoil it.
Skibbity toilet, Jake. What up, Jake? What up, Mikey?
What's up, Mikey?
Today was a good day.
In my pants. I can't believe today was a good day.
Trying to figure out what that shirt is. Leslie's gonna be pissed when she watches this and sees you wearing her fucking favorite Bumblebee shirt, dude.
I was like, I'll wear that. I didn't think it was a girl's shirt. She's like, it's a girl's shirt.
I don't even think I make jokes about you. They're just more like prognostications. That's what they always turn out to be. I'm just trying to bust his balls, and he's like, yeah, that's exactly.
Observational.
Oh man, it's been a crazy weekend so far.
For real.
Deep dive in ass cancer.
What have you been into?
I mean, politics wise, just learning the ins and outs of prostates and stuff. Hands on. I learned hands on. That's what my guidance counselor told me.
Who's got that good prostate joke where he's like, it goes into the what's that doctor called? Something.
Colonoscopy?
Yeah, he goes in and he's like, all right, the doctor's like, all right, take off your pants. He's like, all right, cool, where should I put them? He goes, right there next to mine.
That's good.
And then he's inspecting you or whatever, and then he's doing the examination. He's like, now at this point, it's pretty normal to experience an erection. And the patient is like, no, I'm fine. And he goes, no, I meant me.
I'm trying to figure out if colonoscopies are getting more expensive or we're just advancing. Like, you can poop in a box and ship it somewhere, and they'll tell you if you need a colonoscopy.
I have a hard enough time taking a kid to a porta potty, let alone a.
Box. They're gonna they're just trying to get you to send your shit.
Does it have legs that come off of it that hook on the toilet? Or you gotta cup it underneath? How does that work? We need to find somebody who's actually having it. We're almost old enough. We're gonna have to sit in one of these cardboard boxes.
I saw a commercial. I saw an ad.
Whoever does it first, we have to give a full tutorial on it.
And then they can play the game.
I know.
Number one.
I see this ad. I'm like, is it telling me something I don't know?
That's not what the box is for. It's it's gonna take me about 18 times to even get a recognizable amount in this box.
But the ad says that. The ad says you give it to a UPS driver and
not ancestry guide.
To be honest, I'd rather shit in the toilet and then just them give you one of those fishing wads.
You just scoop it out.
You know those things they give you when you got to catch fish out of a fish tank? I'd shit in the toilet and skim it out with that. They ought to send you that
with your dog's DNA from his mouth.
Do they know?
Right?
Do they care?
This is waterlogged.
Skibbity toilet.
This is waterlogged. It's so crazy that that's a thing.
I saw it on an ad.
Yeah.
You guys know the Costco guys?
Mm-hmm.
You know the Costco guys, Levi.
No.
Mikey, Jake, you guys know the Costco guys?
It's a Costco guy.
Dude, they're this family on TikTok that goes to Costco. And they always have they're like, Mom, or the double chunk chocolate cookie. And they just repeat that every video, but they've made millions of dollars. And it's the father is named Big Justice.
So we got our guest, Mikey Havoc, on today. This is a merger crossover episode between Levi's podcast with me and Casey's podcast with me. We're all in the same place, hanging out. It's a vibe. So episode one of that is right now. But the next one, we're going to have our guest, Tio Pedro, great Latino comic. This comic, Mikey Havoc, really funny, autistic guy who's in a cult. Just really good. Yeah, and I'll do more plugs later, but welcome on, Mike.
That is a sick resume, dog.
I don't know.
I mean, to be autistic and
welcome,
be in
Mikey.
a cult and get out of it is fucking awesome, dude.
He's unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt.
Was it like Ben Affleck, the accountant, did it like work to your advantage to break out of the cult? Was it just Jehovah's Witnesses? Is that what it was?
No,
Yeah, that's what
It was the Witnesses.
it was the
Right?
Witnesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because they have a lot of routines, and I like the routines,
But
but I don't
But it's not like
the group.
Scientology where they like
I
lock you up
understand
and
that.
beat you
I
and
was in
stuff
a
and like
cult,
won't let you leave.
and
Right?
you do get used to
No, but
routine.
you guys missed that funny bit. You just went like the rigid routine.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like there's so
so
many
funny.
routines. It's
Use that
like
one on
jail,
me.
but
That's
not.
hilarious.
It gives you they do that because it gives you a
That's
sense
like,
of
remember
structure.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you a sense of structure so that you
Remember
keep
that
doing
Onion
it.
sketch where that
a fake
autistic
purpose.
reporter interviews a prison guy, and the guy's like, "Yeah, prison is really just a series of rigid routines." And then the autistic guy's like,
It's
"Really?
like I want to go.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Really? Oh, tell me more,
Yeah,
please."
yeah.
It's like so excited. How do I get to go to prison?
How do I get to jail? What do I?
It's like how Prison Break starts, where he just walks into the
Yeah.
bank and fires a gun and then lays down on the ground.
Like, it's awesome.
Exactly. On that type of shit.
It's autistic, dude.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I
That's
just
his name
want
was
to
Michael
go to
Scofield on
jail.
that show.
Speaking of
My
prison
first
breaks, you
weed
guys see
dealer's
that
name.
big ass prison break in Louisiana?
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, it was in
What? Did I see that one?
Levi, did you see that?
No, I
that
saw
big
like
ass
the
prison
riot.
break?
Yeah,
Did you see
that
that?
was fun, dude.
Yeah, that big prison break
Wait, are you just talking about like downtown
this
LA?
weekend.
In a prison?
Just in general. Oh, I know. I'm just joking.
No,
I mean,
not downtown. This was
that looked like a
before
fucking prison
this
riot.
weekend. It was like last week. There was. Oh, gotcha. There was. That looked insane.
Go on the prison.
That looks like a third world
Dude,
country.
it sucks
I'm not gonna lie. Like
that my boys
that's
fucking
wild
broke up because I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to see this, which is like my dream.
Loading the video. Oh
I'm
no,
just doing one real quick.
this is gonna be tough for me to watch. Very weird.
It's the thing of like Elon sitting there eating hummus is pretty.
It's so offensive on so many.
Elon's
spells his
all
hummus
out.
different from me. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
Trump Gaza. God, this is such a weird chapter of history to be living through.
So, do we think this is a real
This will
breakup
definitely
or
be
a
written in
breakup?
history books. If there's no, I don't know.
It's hard to tell right now. I mean, especially, yeah,
What, Elon and Trump?
It's a
yeah. We'll
toss up.
see. We'll see how this goes. I mean,
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny though, because like Elon walked in there and he's like, "Yeah, I got him in my pocket," and now he's like leaving.
I wonder
He's
if he like
he
walked
doesn't
outside and
like
saw
what I
Trump
do.
like carving a dick in his Tesla and was like, "That's it, dude. I'm doxing you with these Epstein files."
We all know that Trump is passing this energy bill that is not giving subsidies to alternative.
Yeah, well, didn't one of his homeboys just lose a contract and get fired? Didn't Trump just fire one of his tech boys?
That didn't help also, but what he's really worried about is this bill that'll cripple the alternative industry. Any type that's not oil and natural gas, basically. Take all this stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think? He's trying to pass this bill as an excuse
I thought it was because
to retrieve the rest
I
of
thought it
the
was because
petroleum products that are left,
I don't know.
the fossil
I mean,
fuels.
we should be doing stuff for the environment.
I mean, if the dinosaurs made the fossil fuels, eventually shouldn't there just be residual fossil fuels from all the fucking mass extinctions that have happened?
There have been so many.
Or just like the amount of people that live here and die constantly?
Look at the natural disasters. We're getting more and more all the time. If the world's heating up, we're gonna die. So I mean, we're all gonna die anyway, but we're gonna die much faster.
I don't believe that at all.
It's like, how can you die when you're living?
basically I got a different idea.
Yeah, I got a different idea. Like I've been alive long enough that I've heard all this shit my whole life. Like they've told us 10 more years forever.
Every 10 years.
Is it though? I mean, like when you really look at records, like I know that gets pumped out there into like the general consciousness, but but yeah, the taiga is growing. There's more trees on Earth than there ever was before. Like the climate change thing is like, I believe the climate change is, but I believe the climate change propaganda wants you to give up your car.
I mean, we could all drive electric cars,
and that's what I'm not
public
for.
transportation, but we can't all drive, gasoline.
Do you think that's just to mobilize everybody?
But
or is that which is also why
I
they
don't
try to
want
get
an
everyone
electric car.
cars,
Like I don't want
everyone has
something that the
electric cars
government
and they can
has
just
control
fucking
over or
cut
that's
the electric
connected to
grid
the
and
internet.
EMP blast them, and then everybody's
You can just stop it.
we're all gonna be riding around with
turn
Warren.
them off.
He's the only
I
one
don't
that's
trust
got
the government, and I look at the climate change thing like, yo, that's an agenda to get us to give up freedoms.
Yeah, I mean it's been like that for 25 years now. They'll do it.
They'll put like they'll send your electric car, your software car. They'll send your software car an update like you can't leave the county.
Right? They boundary you.
Yeah. You're like, I want to go.
Guys,
no,
bad news. Michael Jones is
taking
not
me
coming
back.
on the podcast today. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't trust the government at all.
I extended an invite. He didn't.
He extended multiple apologies.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it.
Ever again or just today?
Levi, be a nice person for once.
Just trying to be honest. I was very cordial.
He's like, I can't fucking see you guys today.
I think he called me a disrespectful shit.
Yeah, he's been a dick to me before too, but that's just kind of his style. His baseline is mean, and then it gets him off.
A disrespectful shit.
I'm just hearing.
You're welcome back anytime. You want to come call Levi a disrespectful shit.
Yeah, come. Let's hash it out on.
I don't know what was said or what happened.
What's funny is he has an open invite, so he could
Hash
just
it
like
out.
pop up in the screen. That would be so joking. So
There's way too much. I need to close that loop. These guys are like
renege on the invite.
There's Michael Jokums.
You get an invite, but you can't.
I hear you guys are talking shit.
You can't just crash. You can't like Kool-Aid man his way in whenever he wants.
I might have just leaked that.
Do that to our podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
Tell us when you're coming on. You can come on and tell us.
You want to text him now?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 2 a.m. Sometimes it's 6 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Let me really take it out because I've got the red hair. Yeah.
I don't know what was that?
Kool-Aid man.
Oh.
Levi.
You're way too skinny and white to do Kool-Aid man, bro.
I know.
You look like someone gave you a swirly in the Kool-Aid.
I'm trying to look bigger. That's why I have the shirt on.
So you're saying Kool-Aid man's got to be black?
Kool-Aid's got to be red and big.
Yeah, but nobody's red. So if Jake's too white for Kool-Aid man, I'm assuming Kool-Aid man's got to be black.
Improvement is something that happens in affluence, if at all. You know what I mean? You can't turn into a new person overnight. It has to be a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better.
A lot better in that short time. Like on your anger, on punching down in groups and comedy. Like a couple things that people would say about you, you've really chopped into them. And I feel like I've done that to some extent too. Like I have anger issues, but I haven't beaten up. I have getting way fewer fights than I used to. You know, things are good. I'm trending up. I feel like we're both, maybe it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but it's like we're making progress.
Well, yeah, but that's still affluence. That's what I'm saying. It's just a slow climb, dude.
Yeah, no, totally. Same shit, yeah.
It's like the pyramids in Mexico, man.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about the pyramids, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think happened to those folks?
Well, let's just do my bit real quick. The Jews did not build the pyramids. What kind of Jews are we thinking? The Jews I know, it takes 3 of them to screw in a light bulb. One to get the,
Who did they blackmail into making the pyramids then?
Yeah, so it's like no way. And then also by the pyramids, you're in Africa, using Jews as a labor source, there's a better group nearby. Like, I'm just saying, not to be a dick, but like, surely you can find a better group than Nebuchadnezzar Jews to build your pyramids. We're just gonna sue people. The first brick.
There's rocks on my beard.
Yeah, you got fucking dirt pagans.
God, this brick is so heavy. Oh God, my back.
My back.
Biologies are really acting up right now. Like, you're a slave. This is an option.
Did Fauci approve this mask?
This is just like the Holocaust. It hasn't happened yet.
Complaining about future problems.
Future Holocaust. Yep.
But it's sort of someone got.
You're going to regret this.
And then kind of brought it back a few thousand years later.
What if the Jews and the robots united and
that would be cool if we betrayed all the people. Let's fucking sell out the
return of the Jew bots?
It would be kind of cool if the Jews were the last man standing. I think people wouldn't expect that. As long as we win.
You sell out to AI.
You know, Natalie Portman's all
managing the AI.
Did you see? Speaking of Gal Gadot,
yeah, I'm not worried about climate change ending the world. I'm worried about AI.
When she was talking about all the Free Palestine shit next to Gal Gadot at an award show.
What, did she get her?
Oh, I thought she was gonna body slam her, dude.
Really?
She was just, but no, I mean she's a
the sloth
professional, but you could tell that she was just like,
wow.
But yeah,
I would let her shit on the chest.
Who, Gal Gadot?
Yo, it doesn't need to be in everything.
Gal Gadot is so hot. Like,
I just hate that activism is bled into everything.
I'd like beat a man to death. Actually.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
he is like the
Eminem
of women, though. You know what I mean?
Making fun of
Bar Raphael
mental health awareness.
I don't know who that is.
Dude, sports.
Everything is like everything with awareness. Like they make it their life.
Next podcast, we should do a segment.
Every aspect of their life is their own thing. Like everything's about mental health.
Or it's about this or that. Or
Jewish porn stars,
anxiety,
though?
yeah.
Shout out to
I've got anxiety.
Porn star. Pretty hot.
Not that hairy either. You know,
I feel like there's two separate conversations going on simultaneously.
That's what I wanted to bring that.
I didn't know there was Jewish porn stars.
Is that?
I don't think it is.
Is it like a niche and a thing?
She's Jewish, but it is interesting that she's a Jewish.
Well, what do you guys call missionary?
A Bella Danger.
Who is this one?
Chick, badass.
I know she is.
Don't know that one.
There's not many that you're gonna slide by me that I don't know.
Because I know Mia Khalifa's a Palestine porn star.
You know, like they always talk about like the greatest lie that the devil told was to make people think he didn't exist.
Yeah.
It's like when Lindsay's like, he doesn't even watch porn.
I watch so much
like,
porn, you idiot.
Gotcha.
Jake looks so innocent. Is that it? He wouldn't watch porn. He has red hair.
Staircases behind.
Yeah. Looks like exactly like the guy that shouldn't be watching porn.
The spot that he's
at. Was nearly paralyzed 20 minutes ago, but I'm feeling better.
Have the time.
Water.
Good.
You're walking it off.
Table up. This will be our new spot. I like it here. All right.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my.
We'll carry it for you, dude. I know you've been doing all the heavy lifting.
Like, you gotta say stuff when you come back.
Yeah, I don't say shit. I just walk away and then come back. Interject right in the middle of someone else's point.
He's been saying stuff. There's been two separate conversations. Mikey's been talking. There's been two separate conversations.
I was just joking, man. All right.
It's like you guys are in your own world in there.
Do you guys know what chicken jockey is, dude?
There he is.
You're talking about Jewish porn stars, and we're talking about what were we talking about?
Yes, we do hate
Oh,
it.
how we hate
Awareness
awareness.
is a pain in the ass.
Yes. Everybody
I
wants
mean, paying
everything to be
attention
awareness
does.
all the time.
And then I'm like, is
Mikey,
it Jewish porn star awareness?
do you know what chicken jockey is?
Got to be everything awareness month.
Chicken jockey.
Nobody knows what chicken jockey is?
I'm a chicken jockey? Wait. Is that like an urban dictionary
Mercenary?
slang for something?
What did you say?
I'm like someone that rides things.
I'm picturing a guy riding chickens.
I'm thinking of some guy that rides a chicken and he's like choking the chicken.
So your guess is cock rider? Is your guess?
I don't know. It's kind of what
Yeah,
is
we're
a
about to
chicken
Find
jockey?
out. Wait, is that what you're calling that?
I was, but
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Did you
I'm
freeze?
not.
What is wrong with this world?
I don't listen to a lot of social media or anything, but I'm like, wow, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, that's Minecraft, I think. I know that much. That's the Minecraft movie, isn't it?
Ah,
I think that's what that is. Everything's just gotten so weird.
it's a blend of stuff. It's like we have leave
Levi dropped off. Jake, unmute that microphone because we can't hear you. Hit the mute on the screen.
How did I hear him?
What up? What up?
What
It's
up?
me, Jake
You heard him through
Englander.
Levi's mics. I think
I
Levi's
gotta
laptop.
unmute my speaker.
No, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Were we hearing you off of Levi?
Yeah, we were hearing him off of Levi's. I think Levi needs a new laptop.
Can't power it all. His Wi-Fi is dropping.
Yeah, I might set up a third station so they can hear my audio. That's chill. Oh, okay. I know, but I want them to be able to hear me. I'm gonna just move back over to the tip.
Like Jake's a little blurry. Casey, you have like 4K on you. You're taking off.
I'm taking all the bandwidth.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I got the good device, man. I got a MacBook.
Just text that dude that hardcore.
I'm so Jewish. My circumcised penis has a second circumcised penis on it.
Circumcision.
There is a big echo.
Yeah, that's what happens when Jake's mic's enabled.
Yeah, it echoes.
Yeah.
Like I get why you guys did it.
That's why you need headsets.
I'll turn it off.
Holy crap. Hey, Levi, mute Jake.
It's like an alarm.
Sounds like I'm in the middle of a DMT trip.
I gotta
Amateur.
take my earphones out.
All right, there we go. There we go. He's muted. All right.
Alright.
Dude, that sounded like when you take too much DMT, it sounds like that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's
Right.
how I
Levi,
know
would
when
you agree?
you get right. When to stop and let go of it is when you start going,
Uh-huh.
and then you blast off.
And then everything's just like it's such a weird feeling. God, that's the strangest feeling I've ever felt in all the feelings that I've felt is DMT.
Mhm.
It's so weird. And like you go, what is happening? I feel like I should go to the hospital.
Sometimes
All my
it's,
senses went together.
Did you do it?
I'm sure you've
Yeah,
said
and they just like reset it, and at the end, I'm like, oh, not everything is overly loud and colorful. Like, I guess it's over.
Yeah. Oh, I've had some times on the empty where like I've been like, shit, I gotta get an ambulance. Like this isn't good. Like you feel like you're dying, to where it's too much and you can't believe it. And then I start thinking like, yo, what if I get stuck like this?
Oh yeah,
I hate that.
I've had that feeling. 'Cause I don't
I don't
even
want to
like.
be stuck
I
like
can't
that.
tell time anyways. When I did, I was like, it's gonna be 10 minutes and it's over. That's it. That's all I was like.
No, this was
What's
like
that,
a
Levi?
solid 45 minutes
Yeah.
that I was telling Jacob that I was like, I don't think, like, I don't know if this might not stop.
That was ketamine, which is like a
Yeah.
longer one.
It was like the snap
Okay.
crackle pops.
Well, I gotcha.
Yeah, I
It was
don't
just
like
going
that
on
feeling.
for like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I mean, I love.
that's a long time.
It sounds like your brain is literally frying. It's like,
Yeah, I had that with acid too, where it was just like too long, and you're just
Mhm.
like, man, I don't want to. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I wish somebody made like a 4-hour trip. That would be friggin' awesome. But
That's
like
gonna be
8
a
to
Yeah.
10
deal with
hours is
short
too
acid.
long.
or one that you could like
Yeah.
shut down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
That'd be
like
as cool.
a button to end it. Because I really enjoy it, but like it's too much for me now. Like I'm old. I'm too old for
Yeah,
that
they need to
shit.
figure out how to dose LSD like weed, where you can just like find a constant window where you
I'd
can
love
stay
a
at,
2-hour microdose.
and then maybe like,
That'd be awesome.
You find the right dosage for that window, and you're like, all right, I figured the secret out.
You could have an edible, you have an edible length thing, like you said. It takes 2 hours to kick in, then you feel good for 3 hours. Most people would do LSD, but no one wants 14 hours. I mean, that's kind of the appeal of
No.
mushrooms. But sometimes it lasts like 6, 7 hours.
yeah, but then you always end up with the epic mistake where you're like, it's been like an hour and 30 minutes. I don't feel anything.
And I'm not feeling anything. I got beat.
I've been
The
there
ride
way
is
too many
over.
times.
Let's
hours,
take more.
yeah,
And then 3
literally.
hours, and you're like, whoa.
Like, why am I in touch with my ancestors? I just wanted to like.
I didn't know the
It's
fetal
been
position.
14 hours. You have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I always figure out the meaning to life when I take acid, and I never remember it the next day. Like, it's always all so clear.
Sure.
Never
Very-
remember that shit.
Very clear.
When was
Going clear.
when was the first time that you took acid, Casey?
I was like 14, so it was like probably 1995.
When it was very real.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
like
fake acid.
1995. Oh, it was very real, and I
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah, that's before the
I took
hippies cut it off because the Mexican mafia was making a shitload of money of it.
Yeah, I was getting
Well,
it
there was
from
this small time period where these chemists had to pop up in the South, like below the Mason-Dixon, where you couldn't get like good crystal.
I grew up in New Jersey, and
So then these
there was
guys had to-
always acid that would come around.
Yeah,
Nah.
make their own way.
Yeah, wherever
It was like it was like a seasonal drug.
Yeah, it was. It was. And I remember, when I took my first hit, I thought it was great. And then the next time I was like, dude, I'm taking at least 2. And then after that, it was like, I'm taking at least 4 to start off with. And then after that, it was like, I stopped at 20. I took 20 hits one night. And then that was like the last time I did acid. No, that wasn't the last time.
I did 6 once and it was too much.
20 was too much. It got to be where I was tripping for so long that it just didn't feel like I didn't even feel high anymore. I was like, I guess things are just like this now. Like the awe of it was over. It was like, I guess I'm just going to be permanently
Things are
tripping.
just like this.
Did it just make it a longer trip?
Yeah, it didn't
Oh my
intensify
God.
it because I started off with like 8 and then
Yeah.
I took more later in the night. So it just like it didn't make it any
You're-
stronger. It
You're
just was going
basically
on
just
forever.
keeping it long, like lasting.
Right.
Then you're
Right,
like,
it was like-
I'm just a cartoon character.
It just got to be where it was like annoying. I didn't want it any longer. It's like, I'm done.
I got a funny acid story.
That's it.
When I came back here from college, I was working for like Montgomery Wards before they closed down, and I had a spot on the island out behind Shells, like right by the Manatee Public Beach, and I was living with these people. This dude that just came back from India and had like this hippie girlfriend. They were vegetarians and stuff. So I was like a vegetarian for a year anyways, but I had like a whole sheet of gel tabs that I brought back with me. And they were like in Colorado or something. So I was like staying there by myself. I didn't know anyone. So I was like, I'm just gonna trip balls and go to the beach today, right? So I ate a bunch of acid, probably like 6 of those gel tabs, and just went and laid in the sun and still had until like the sand started moving. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, I gotta fucking go jump in the water. I go in the water. I literally see like a school of stingrays like swim behind me. So I'm like, fuck this, dude. This is interesting. I just need to go to the house. You know what I mean? And there's a subway like right there. It's still there on right next to the Publix on fucking Emory Island, Bradenton Beach, whatever. So I'm like, I really need to eat something and then go to the house. So I was gonna go get a sandwich from Subway. So I'm walking to Subway, dude, and this asshole in this truck comes up and just comes up behind me and he just hits me with the ooga booga. And I fucking jump like out of my fucking clothes, right? And then I realized that I'm like inching my way down the brick wall, like a foot per second. You know what I mean? Just like
a
and this
crazy
dude just
person.
must have known.
You don't
Yeah, he
even
must have
realize.
known.
Like
Spun out, dude. And then I
looking
turned to him.
like
I
a
was like,
homeless
okay, that's pretty
person.
funny afterwards. But I was terrified at first. And I was like, what an asshole. Who would do that? And I realized what I'm doing. I'm like,
I was at
Somebody that's been there before.
I was at Hollow Scream and I was walking into the bathroom and this guy walks out and he grabs my nipple and goes and I go ah! And then we like both look at each other. We're like, and we point and we're like, and he's like he was black and his friends are like, that's not funny.
Wow.
He's like, he liked it, and then we're just like walking away.
That's very weird.
Were you on acid?
No, I was just
Okay.
smoking weed and being myself, having a
weird,
moment with another person. Yeah.
Pretty funny. I'm glad you brought that to the table. It's a good story.
I'm like, that's me out in real life. People are like, we can mess with him.
Pretty funny. Yeah. I bet you were so polite about the whole thing too.
I was just like,
no problem.
and I'm
Whenever
like,
you want to let go of my nipple, I'd love to walk to my car.
Like,
and
next
I'm like,
time maybe not that hard, and maybe like let me know. I'll still let you.
I'm like, I don't want to make this awkward. I'm gonna laugh.
And he fucking laughed like a weirdo. He was like, that's probably like, okay, that was too much.
You have to fight whenever you twist your nipple.
That is the way. That is the way to make it awkward.
You don't hit them.
That's the way to make it awkward.
Like even like I'm bi. If somebody just ran up on me and twisted my nipple, I would for sure clock them. Like you don't fucking do that.
If you're bi, you're allowed to fight women.
I hope so, because I've been doing it.
That's drawing the line.
I'm allowed to do whatever.
I can fight.
I think you can.
I think that's how it works. Those are the rules.
I think you can. And you're Jewish, so
I know. I'll weasel in and out of whatever you try to throw at me. Oh,
You're
Toby,
just bi.
I call it. His name's Toby, and I go Toby, and he goes Kunta Kente. I go Toby, and he goes Kunta Kente. I did not get it.
So
Are you okay?
wait, so bi is different. I'm looking at porn niches. I'm like, is bi different than
Is bi different
gay?
than what?
So bi is different than gay, but it's not the same as interracial. Like everything that's like watch. I was like, there's so many like niches. I'm like, you can. I'm like, are you being like against other groups, or are you just saying you really like this one specific group?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to edit this video.
You think that'll be good?
There's just 3 different conversations going.
There's
It's awesome. I like it. This is how I can keep up.
It's heavy metal. It's rock and roll. It's gay sex.
Whoa.
I snuck that one in there. I really tuned you out.
I'll take the heavy metal and rock and roll, leave the gay sex over there. You know, dude, you can have all that you want. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so was Queen gay or is Queen heavy metal?
Queen's classic rock.
Classic rock. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not
Like,
heavy
that was
metal.
back
Dude.
before
Have you
there
ever
was
heard
really
Bohemian Rhapsody. There was like classical singing and all kinds of crazy shit going on.
Yeah,
there.
and That was
But
before
I mean,
the days of identity politics, where
it
like
can
nobody
be
gave a shit
gay and
about
not
any
be
of this
like
shit.
gay. Like,
Yeah,
what about
nobody
like
like
Dio? That's gay, but it's still awesome.
That's true.
Geo?
Levi.
The
Yeah,
Levi,
singer
you
of
grew
I
up
like
in my
you.
time
yeah,
period. Like it
Holy
wasn't
he's the original
so
singer of Black
fractionated.
Sabbath before Ozzy.
Holy diver. I heard that he has to carry his own microphone to places because of his voice. It
Who is
doesn't
that?
work on the Dio, the singer from Holy Diver. That does like Holy Diver because it sounds
It
so
only
shitty
works
on a
on his
normal
certain
microphone because
microphone.
his range is different.
It's like the
Mm.
T-Pain of classic rock.
Yeah, he does sing really wide.
So who's heavy metal? For
What do you mean?
what's a heavy?
I
Metal
like heavy
Riot?
metal.
Sarah?
Santana.
Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, Megadeth.
I'm thinking. I was like,
Zappa?
what's older? Pantera.
You hear that story
Pantera's
about
heavy metal.
Dave Mustaine putting that hex on somebody? He
No,
was
but I
on
know he
Sean
was into
Ryan
witchcraft.
podcast.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that recently.
That was probably me.
Dave Mustaine. So if musicians believe in like curses and superstition, do comics believe in superstition?
I think
What?
it's demonic, like
Yeah,
what he
dude.
was doing.
I was like
Yeah.
raising
I don't
the
think it's
dead.
like
or
I don't think it's like superstition. I think it's just like demonic, like spiritual demonic.
I don't
You
know.
know, if you believe in the
Yeah,
spiritual realm, there's
he
like
was
a
trying to. They were trying to bring
Curse
something
someone?
across the void. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then
I mean, what do you think they're
he was
doing at
talking about
CERN?
like not being able to get rid of it and all kinds of crazy shit. How like that one decision followed him around for like 30 years of his life. It's like, hey,
Oh
he's
yeah,
probably just on a lot of cocaine.
yeah. I completely believe in demonic entities, though. Like I believe in it.
I could see anything happening.
All right. So if it had to be one, you going aliens or demons?
Demons.
You like the demon angle?
I like the demon angle.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because Congress says that
if
they were.
demons are real, then we can beat them spiritually, and aliens might have some technology that would fuck us up.
Well, if they were
That's
aliens,
my
they
angle.
already would have.
Yeah.
Like
Well, not
demons
yet. I
tracks
mean, it could
better.
take a while to figure out what exactly they could do with the planet. You just don't want to blow it all up, and then
Are you,
you know.
are
Right,
you
but you would.
saying it's like saying aliens have what, like a shorter attention span? They're like, oh, these guys suck, so it must be.
Yeah, but like if you're talking about resources, it would make sense to take out the thing that consumes the most resources. Like that, I'm thinking about it on that level.
Okay.
You know, like you take them out. Whereas with demons, I think the motivation would be to keep pushing us along technologically so that we destroy ourselves, which is what they're doing right now.
Yeah, that was always what they said was their fun.
Yeah.
They like to mess with people.
All right.
Yeah.
So then to
I
take
think
it
it's
one step further, do you think demons can eventually possess AI or like fuse with that somehow?
why not?
See,
Of
that's
course.
I also think so.
They could go back to heaven with AI. No, they just mess with us.
Are you putting that thing to college or something?
What are you talking about?
What are you doing about this?
Oh, I didn't even know it was there. Jeez.
Anytime Levi gets real messed up, he'll be like, what are you talking about? He's got a black guy. This classic Steven Seagal black man.
I just want to goddamn look at the game, huh?
I'm just trying to go to the gate. Everything out there is gate.
What are you talking about? I just want to look at the goddamn game, huh?
We're gonna get canceled. Black voice is pretty fun though.
That's my voice. My high voice.
I think you're allowed to
I
do
did that
black
voice
voice.
for
Like
20 years
there's
in the
no
boat.
restrictions on that. Look, like black guys do white guy voice. Dude, white guys can do black guy voice. It's fine.
Dude,
Yeah.
and if I
I'm
made
not a fan of
if I
gatekeeping.
made rap music for 20 years and never even once dropped an N-bomb,
Brandon and Colton aren't here to be white allies.
I'm allowed to use black voice.
Why?
I think that
Objected to our content a couple times.
dude, I think that if all races can't make fun of each other, you're saying one's better than the other.
Yeah, that's how I see
You
it.
know, and I don't believe that. Like Like, I believe everybody should be able to talk shit about everybody else. Like, that's if you can't, then there's a problem.
Well, yeah, because then it's like you're going back in time because you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like we can't fight each other, so we just like you get arrested, so we just kill each other.
Right. Or just talk shit about each other. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Like, I'm not a big fan of like hating anybody, but like, yo, jokes are jokes, and like jokes are what bring people together. Like, dude, everybody heard that Chris Rock skit back in the day. It didn't matter whether you were white or black. That was a funny skit. They even referenced it in The Office, and now to hear that
yeah,
would be like untenable, and it's ridiculous because things aren't that way.
yeah. It's kind of wild that you can't do the same things they did, like in South Park or something 10 years ago.
But you can.
You can. It's just you gotta
What
find the
if
right
you-
scene,
Yeah.
or you look
What's
really
that,
weird.
Jake?
Then he'd be Kush Limbaugh, right? Like, today, I'm pretty stoned, America. Kush Limbaugh.
That's not bad.
Who's
Just
that?
came up with that. It's Rush Limbaugh, but he smokes weed. Kush Limbaugh.
Wasn't Rush Limbaugh the one that was banging all those oxys?
Doing
Yes.
axes
Yes.
and such.
Or we could give him braids and a kilo, and he could be Pusha T Limbaugh.
He could be Kush Limbaugh.
I always thought you saw him with a cigar.
I started rapping. I'm pushing.
Shout out, Clips has a new album coming out. I'm so excited.
Who does?
Very nice. My wife.
Arenas.
It's nice. My name is boy.
Very nice.
My wife.
They copywrote that last time you did that.
Really?
No.
I got to take a piss. I'll be back, boys. I got to take a piss.
Good time to edit. You're like, so I can't say what they say.
Like AI
Make
couldn't
you-
tell the difference.
Yeah. You're like, what if it was in like an Australian voice? You're like, hey, there, very. No, I can't. I think of the other voice when I hear that word. It's hard for me thinking another accent. Be like, crikey, there's a redhead. Would you consider yourself a
all of our aborigines, all the didgeridoos, we done crikey killed all of them.
we like kangaroos? I sound like some kid that's like asking for money. So, whoa.
Okay, now we're cooking. Let them cook. Let's get I'm sort of mad they didn't go with Black Man. Black Man would have been funny.
So what's his sidekick if he's Fat Man? He reminded me of like a marionette. He's like a puppy. He's like, but he's the Riddler.
Yeah, they had them all in there.
Hell yeah.
They had the Joker.
I liked how his head wasn't proportionate.
Everywhere that you put
It's not
Riddle
Joker.
me
It's
this.
not the Riddler. It's racist.
Oh.
It's Joker and Riddler.
So true.
Okay.
Obi, what's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? Obi's about prime.
Bunny bot.
That's going to be reality soon, boys.
We're taken over by sex bots.
That makes me feel more like the apocalypse is going to be here. Thank you, Levi.
Sex bots. It's when AI converts with sex. That's when we will all be gone.
It's happening. It's happening as we speak. Yeah.
I know. Do you know who's the biggest manufacturer of sex bots?
I played this one
China.
for Jake last night, but
really,
I'll
Japan?
let you guys check this one out. This one's awesome.
Is this what they see on DMT?
$35.
That's wild.
Yeah, one of my coworkers showed me that.
Yeah.
I saw the space one. It's like, dude, these are friggin' hysterical. And there's like a crypto coin behind it too. Whoever created that is a smart person.
There's a crypto coin back.
My son was watching YouTube on one of my phones, logged in as a guest, and the short where you're asking what race you'd rather be, me and you and Jake, and you just hear me. The first thing is just me going black.
Yeah, that was a good
and
clip.
My son just scrolls it. I'm like, wait, what was that, man? And scrolls back down. I'm like, that's
that
me
came
and
through
Casey and
his
Jake.
feed?
And he's like,
that's
and
awesome.
he's just like, I know. And then just rolls it, and I'm like, this monster.
Dude, that's great though. That's great. Like, it's great when your kid can watch you. Yeah, dude, thousands of people have seen that short. Like, I got 2,000 views on it. Like, so like that's pretty awesome. You know, like you really think about how powerful that is.
There are a bunch of ones we got 1,000, 2,000, almost 3,000 views. Which is cool.
Yeah, I need to make a bunch of the shorts. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but
yeah, dude. Like, I can definitely help you with that too. You know, like I'll send you.
I don't like the ones that they automatically chop up for me. I always don't like them.
No. They get weird. I had one uploaded and it took all of Jake's part out, and it was just like, and I just uploaded it. I didn't watch it, and my stepson came over and he goes, "Yo, look at this," and I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck?" I didn't pay any attention to it, and like all of what Jake was saying was cut out, so it looked like I was a crazy person. And I had comments on there like, "Yo, I don't know what you're trying to say."
You're just talking to yourself.
I deleted that shit.
One-ended conversation.
Right. And there was a lot of rights in there because I was saying right because that's what I say when people say things. But Jake's part wasn't coming up, and it looked like bizarre. I'm so glad he told me about that. Yeah, it fucks them up. I've started taking the whole clip and then making it myself in Vita and CapCut. Because that'll put like the captions up, and I don't know why. Like maybe it's just
I love that
ADD, but when captions are up, like I gotta stay on the screen and read it.
Dude,
I don't know why. You guys find that?
I have to have captions on my TV. Yeah, and I pay attention more if there's captions. If there's no captions, I'm like, oh fucking radio.
Yeah.
But I also see the captions. Like I kind of read them just because like a lot of things suck for captions. So you see a lot of misspelled, like they're not saying the same stuff, or it's like funny.
With YouTube shorts where they pop up on the screen as you're saying them, I can't not read them. Like my eyes immediately go there, and I got to see what they get to.
Yeah, subtitles help for those. Then you can read it, retain it, and then just watch it the second time. So, same user. If you watch it twice, you get 2 views, or is it just 1 per that time?
I think it's unique users or unique views.
You believe in aliens, Mikey?
Oh yeah, I think so. They're just
solidify it for you, right? Yeah, he's right.
Uh-huh.
That
Have
one's
you
the greatest
seen
of all
What a
time, I
hook.
think.
I love it.
Levi? Has your kid watched Italian Brain Rot yet, Levi? Have you
I don't
seen
think
that
so.
Italian Brain Rot?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's bizarre. Did you?
He may have watched
Yeah,
it.
What is it?
it's wild. It's just a
Is it
whole
just
bunch of degenerate ideas with like a song
What is-
behind it. Tra la 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 la, shark
Okay.
with blue shoes, and then they've got scenes that, you know, the one scene where there's the white girl and there's like 5 black dudes standing behind her, and you know what's about to go down.
Okay.
They have that, but with like baseball bats and this girl with like a cappuccino for a head that looks like a snow bunny, and it's just degenerate slop,
Yeah.
but it's catchy.
It has a catchy song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 5.7 million views in a
Oh my
month.
god.
You know, so like, I mean, yeah, it just the stuff that they find entertaining is amusing to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's kind of like language. It's like every culture has their own. It's interesting how generations are
Yeah.
the same way.
Well, our language is devolving over time is the problem. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
now it's just getting
I saw some shit where
stupid.
there's like 10,000 words that were active in our
Mm-hmm.
diction like 100 years ago that have just vanished from our vocabulary now.
Yeah.
And
I look at
like,
stuff
It's
like that.
wild.
it's supposed to be like some kind of like tactical removal of these words from the language because they have, you know, certain types of meanings. And
That's
you
correct.
you erase a word and its definition and its idea
Disappeared.
and then write the history around it. And it
Right.
never
What is a
happened.
woman?
Then someone has to recome up with the
Yeah. Well, it's because that word's descriptive to that specific thing or noun, whatever. And it's like
Right.
now we just use what fuck, shit, piss, shit. Like,
Well, and if you don't have words for
Speaking of
concepts,
yeah.
Speaking of
you don't have
words,
the concept.
yeah, the word Palestine is actually from the Romans, and it was given to Israel in order to like help make people forget about Jews and all of that. So it's kind of interesting that like people have always been at war with Israel.
It sounds like it just means like pale Jew, like Palestine.
Palestine. Yeah, dude, that's funny. That's real funny.
Yeah,
Palestine, or like an undead Jew.
Yes, yeah, you know.
Dr. Palestine.
That's why I moved down to
it's
Florida.
very redheaded.
Like Frankenstein, but he complains a lot. God, Jesus, my allergies.
You made me out of this.
Complains about prices, dude. Like
SPF 100,
SPF 2000.
yeah. I burn like crazy.
It'd get bad if that like, oh, you made me out of this. You could have got cheaper.
All right, guys, we're running into the 5-minute warning. I'm gonna do some plugs, and then I'm gonna throw you guys some spots to do some plugs. So
All right.
this has been a merger crossover episode with Levi Johnson, Casey Rourke, and Mikey Havoc. Let's see. Check out our podcasts on me and Jake and Casey's podcast. Check out Levi's podcast, Comedy Corner. Go to me and Levi's open mic, Big Top, Lakewood Ranch, Mondays, 8 o'clock. We're also working on another one with Brandon Burr. My next showcase, my next paid comedy gig, if you're not a comedian, what showcase is, it's Clearwater Comedy Club. I'll be doing 10 minutes, and then my great buddy last paid show I did. Super pumped. It's my first one in a comedy club. Casey is starting a room. Tell us about that.
So June 27th, Charlie Foxtrot in Port Charlotte at 7:30. We're having an open mic comic night. Jake, Levi, myself, Sean Meikle, and Danny Hatch III are all confirmed. Mikey, you're welcome to come down if you want to. It's in Port Charlotte, but it's a pretty cool place. It's a military bar. I'm calling the set open season, and we're going to try and sell it to more places in South County. Just try and get hosting spots and have all the OGs come.
Nice. Sounds
really
fun.
good. Levi, do you want to talk about the room that you're working on, or is it?
Yeah. Well, no. There's a couple of things we're working on.
Okay.
The room might come along with it, but we're trying to find an actual space that is a space where you can record everything and do showcases with. Got a couple of people that I can talk to, previous locations we've been at, but yeah, that's in the works. I got a spot on at McCurdy's on Juneteenth, which is pretty.
So if you're in
Pretty
Sarasota,
fun.
go see him, and if you're in Clearwater, go see me at Clearwater Comedy Club.
Yep. So
And if you're an older person, that's June 19th.
Crazy listening devices, so you can get red pilled at the same time.
Exactly. 2 doses of iron.
His hair wasn't that red until he started hanging out with
That's
me.
correct. That's
Just kidding. But yeah, besides that, like you said, Big Top every Monday, 8 p.m. Comedy Coroner, like Coroner's Table, like
I said that.
Death to Comedians. I just want to make sure because people think it's corner,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
People
Corner,
do.
like hood.
Fight right now, man.
What? Keep it rolling.
Yeah, we got like 1 minute left. Mike, you want to plug anything?
I'm gonna be at Big Top, and can't wait to see you guys host. And that's it right now. Trying to figure out my writing.
Good shit.
Good, man.
I love how much dedication you have to writing. That always inspires me to write more.
And if you ever want to bounce anything off of any of us, man, just let us know.
We're always down there.
Heck yeah.
So, all right. Well,
mad love to everybody.
Appreciate you guys.
All
And
right.
this is
See
the outro music.
Thank you, guys.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity good show.
Yeah, the Rizzler, he muted in his pants once again.
I mewed so hard my balls inverted.
You didn't write that.
That was behind me, bro. Shame on you. All right, later.
Later.
Later.